Man, it's crowded in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Look at all these people.
Feeling all squished in.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
I'm at like a concert or something.
If we had 3 more, we could be the Brady Bunch intro.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
So, hey, welcome to OpenLab. Wherever you're joining us from, just comment there, either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll see them, and we'll be able to address any questions you have or comments. Normally, there's 3 of us, Kim and Andrea and myself, but today's special edition, so we have our newest customer champions. So welcome, guys.
Yay.
Thank you.
So glad you guys are
everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being brave enough to jump in.
Yeah.
Brave enough.
We won't make it too painful, don't worry.
Yeah.
And thank you, obviously, to our audience for joining us. If you've joined us before, you guys know we love to give away awesome IL swag. Usually all you have to do is answer a simple question along with a hashtag, and your name gets automatically entered into the drawing. Today, we're making it even easier. You don't even have to answer a question. You literally just have to put hashtag Roadhouse into the comments section.
Man.
And just like that, your name is going to be entered into the drawing for IL swag. And as always, we're going to pull those names at the end of the show. Now, for anyone out there who happens to be obsessed with the movie Roadhouse like we are, you can even put in a variation on that hashtag if you want to. If you want to get really creative, put in a hashtag that clearly references the movie and we'll count it. So, for example, you might want to put in hashtag Dalton or hashtag Pain Don't Hurt. So as long as you put in either hashtag Roadhouse or anything that clearly references the movie, you have a chance to win.
Can't be any easier.
Yeah,
So,
pretty fair odds
Easy
there.
can't.
Yeah. So anyway, as I said, we've got 3 new customer champions, so we're going to grill them here.
Oh.
So, no, it's not going to be that bad. So,
It really won't be.
yeah, so we'll just start. I'll just on my screen, left to right. So Sabrina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Okay.
Don't mention
so,
that one team.
Oh, I have to,
Yeah.
Jeff.
All right.
I'll get there. So my name is Sabrina, and I'm from upstate New York. I also lived in Queens for a little while, and worked in New York City before I joined the Inventory Lab team. I'm now in New Jersey. Most of my background before working for Inventory Lab was in the sports and entertainment industry. I also did some charity work. What else? If I'm not working, I'm spending a lot of time with my daughter. She takes up the majority of my time. I also love sports. My favorite team being the Mets. Sorry, Jeff.
Woohoo!
I used to work for the Mets too, so yeah. And what else? I love to travel, be outdoors, hang out with fam and friends. So yeah, it's a little bit about me.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah,
Awesome.
glad to have you. And Christina.
Hey guys, my name's Christina. I am entering my 30th year of life this year. Woohoo!
Milestone birthday.
Until this year, I've spent all of my career years working in kitchens. So everything from kitchen at a retirement community, kitchen at a bowling alley. For my most recent job, I was working at a gourmet dessert bakery for about 6 years. So if you need any recipes on like baked goods or really good homemade icing, especially chocolate icing, I got you.
Good to know.
So outside of work, I love to be up and about and active and outside. I love to pick up things and throw them back down, especially if they're weights. I really love to roller skate. I used to play roller derby for about 6 years competitively. And then once my body decided it didn't want to play full contact anymore, I picked up park skating. So like jumping into concrete bowls and ramps and then trail skating as well. I just love having wheels on my feet. That's my favorite thing to do.
So the bowling alley thing, did they require you to watch Kingpin? Or
No, was not a requirement.
Okay, so they don't require a movie that you have to watch like we do in here.
No, but now Roadhouse is top of my list. I feel like to continue, make it past my 30 days successfully.
All right, Austin, you're up.
Hello, my name is Austin. I believe I'm actually the youngest member on the squad. I just turned 27 last month, and before Inventory Lab, I was kind of like Christina. I was in retail, didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I found Inventory Lab online, and it really struck out to me as somewhere where I'd love to be. And here we are now, just a few months later, and it's been a tremendous experience with all these people. About me, I have two daughters, one that's 3, one that's 1. They're the best part of my life, honestly. They make me who I am, and an amazing wife too. And when I'm not working, I'm with them taking care of the babies. So that's how it goes. Also on the side, I do referee NCAA women's basketball. So that's a fun fact.
That's so
Nice.
awesome.
That's very cool.
Nice.
Let Kim and Andrea take it away on the other
All
questions.
right. Where are we? Let's see. So how do you guys like working at Inventory Lab so far? And remember, Chrissy may or may not be watching.
It looks like she is.
Oh,
No,
It's been great. Oh, go ahead.
why don't we do the same thing we did before? We'll do Sabrina, Christina, Austin.
Okay, cool. So I'll go first then. It's been really great. The team has been so welcoming. I've never felt so welcome starting a job before, and I've had a lot of jobs. So that's been really awesome. Chrissy's been great training us. We've learned so much. We've only been here a little over a month, and we're on to practicing some tickets and even answering some real ones. So it's been really enjoyable so far. So thank you to everybody at Inventory Lab for being so welcoming.
You guys seen
Oh.
Chrissy's comments here?
Yeah, I love it. Uh-oh, pressure's on.
Oh man.
I'll second what Sabrina said. This is the first time I've not worked in person, like with people before, crammed with a lot of people in a small room before. So I'm surprised how like personable everybody feels, even though I'm miles and miles away. Everyone's in different states, different time zones, but it doesn't feel like I'm at a lack for community here or support, or that I can ask any questions without fear of like judgment or being told like, why don't you know this already? So I feel like the learning environment is really fostering.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
and
that's
how
so
about
good
you,
to hear.
Austin? It is.
I've got to read the teleprompt that Chrissy sent. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's been great. It really has. If I can't think of a negative thing really, and in past places you definitely could, but everything's been amazing. I can just add on and on to what Sabrina and Christina have, but everybody at Inventory Lab, there's been days where everybody's had to step in, and they've all been great to help us and make us feel welcomed and ready to go.
That's so awesome to hear.
Yeah, it's so good to hear. I love Inventory Lab, and I'm so glad that you guys are having a good time, honestly.
Me too.
Mhm.
What do you think the biggest challenge has been so far being a CC?
I would have to say all of the new information, just trying to retain it all. But that being said, there are so many good resources that you can go back to kind of refresh your memory, or if you forget something, look something up. So there is that. But yeah, I think for me, definitely trying to retain everything because it's so new.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yep. There is a lot of information.
Yeah.
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 Well,
a
to not
lot.
steal Sabrina's answer, just trying to remember all the information and make sure that it's everything we relay is accurate and up to date. I think a personal difficulty of mine would be like learning to flow with technical difficulties. On my very first day, the region that I live in just happened to lose power, and we were in like a company-wide meeting, and I think right before I was about to be introduced, I just left the chat because I lost power and lost Wi-Fi. So trying to like learn to flow with that and to sort of get set back up wherever you can, or to just communicate with people and let them know like, hey, I'll be back as soon as I can, and just go with the flow. I think that'll just take some time getting used to, but nobody was upset, which was good.
Nah, yeah, people pop in and out of meetings all the time for whatever reason. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'd say, I mean, for me, it's going to be the same thing. It's really just kind of navigating the different resources that we've got and using the different tools that we do have. It's kind of been the biggest, not really difficulty, but it's been a lot of information. So it's been nice to know that we've got kind of a backup way to make sure that we've got it in check. And like I said earlier, just to kind of add on, all the people that have been here to help us just really make sure that we understand the concepts before we even move on to anything else. So that's not a negative, but it's a positive on top of it. So
cool. All right. So we've already got a couple fun questions. So I want to incorporate those. So Andy's asking, if you could choose your own nickname, what would it be?
I mean, a lot of people call me Brina, and I think I like that, or Sab or Sabby.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Should we start calling you that?
Yeah, whatever you
We
want.
can just make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, nobody calls me
Brina.
Yeah, nobody usually calls me Sabrina unless they're mad at me, but
it's so funny. I have a niece named
whatever
Sabrina,
anybody wants.
and usually Brina is her nickname too. So,
yeah. Kind of my go-to.
My family hosted a German exchange student, and her name was Sabrina too, but she would go by Sabe.
Oh,
Sabe.
I like that.
Yeah, so
like
Sabe.
that's fancy.
Yeah, it's very fancy. I'm not that
Pinky out.
fancy, so maybe not. Yeah.
All right, Christina. Well, we already know everyone knows the usual nicknames for Christina, but if you could choose one, what would it be?
Surprisingly, I personally don't like being referred to by any abbreviation of Christina. So there's there's no
Just
like worry
Christina.
that I'll get confused with like Chrissy or Chris or Tina. My least favorite one is X-Tina. That belongs to Miss Aguilera.
Oh,
I cannot take that one at all.
I promise we'll never call you that.
Yeah, good
right.
to know. Good to know.
Because of roller derby, my ears are tuned to perk up when I hear the word trooper, like a stormtrooper, because it was part of my derby name.
That's
my
cool.
full derby name was Hailstorm Trooper.
Nice.
So I was really hoping that people would call me Storm, because I was like, that's so cool and like strong and boss. But then they picked Trooper, and I think that suits me a little better because.
Well, we could call you Storm.
Yeah, we'll call you Storm.
Wait, whatever.
No, I think
I'd be
Trooper
happy
ended
to.
up suiting me better because I was the type to like get back up every time I fell, and that happened every 5 seconds.
that's funny.
All right, Austin, how about you?
I actually my nickname was AJ for my first name and my middle initial growing up.
Okay.
So I mean, I'd have to go back to that. I kind of strayed away from it when I went to college and started to grow up a little bit. But if I had to go back to a nickname, that's what it would be for sure.
AJ.
Cool. AJ.
It fits.
I like it.
Yeah.
It does.
Thanks.
All right.
So let's see, what else have we got?
Oh, there's some other fun questions.
There's some other
Yeah,
fun
there are
ones,
some
yeah.
fun questions.
Whatever you want, whatever, we're pretty chill here.
How about if you could have a superpower, what would you have?
Kelly.
Mine would probably be to fly because I love traveling, but I hate airplanes.
Oh,
So I get so much anxiety
Fly through
when
the
I have to fly, but I also want to go explore. So yeah, maybe to fly. That's what I'd say.
Awesome.
Transportation.
Yeah.
Like
Right?
transport.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
maybe just to be able to like transport.
Yeah, like just a
transport somewhere
teleport.
instant. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Forget flying,
That
just
would
like
be-
transport.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah,
Ooh.
teleport. That's
Yeah,
what
teleport.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Nice. I think mine kind of reminds me of for fans of Doctor Who, the Doctor. Every time, as long as the TARDIS was functioning, he could understand and communicate with any language, any like alien species, any person, any animal, or whatever. So I think that would be cool to be able to like understand and communicate with anyone, any living thing, no matter what language they speak.
That's at the top of my superpower list too. to be able to speak and understand every language, every form of communication that there is.
That'd be cool.
That would
I've never
be
even thought of that
That'd be
before.
really
The
cool.
superpower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
includes
that's a good
animals
one.
too.
amazing.
It's a way you'll never be misunderstood, you know.
All right, Austin, you're up.
Probably super speed, I guess. If I had to
Ooh,
just
cool.
pick a superpower.
Keep up with the athletes on the court.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
why?
so much
something like
done,
that.
too.
I have a tough time. No.
All right, let's see. Like I kind of like, I mean, we have some other like not so fun questions, but I kind of like these questions. These are fun. All right, Andy wants to know, what song is living rent free in your head right now?
Ooh. Oh, what was I just listening to on my lunch break?
Well, we were talking about old Disney movies, and I don't know if you guys remember Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, but
Yep.
that has some hits.
Oh my goodness.
The Zoom Zoom song, Zoom Zoom Zoom.
Yeah, there's some bangers from that movie. There's some
That's
bangers.
been just
Oh,
playing
such an
in my
earworm.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Xenon. Oh my
goodness.
gosh, I haven't thought about Xenon Girl in the future for so long.
I think that it's in my top 5. So
Oh man.
I love it.
Awesome. All right, Christina.
Okay, I couldn't remember what it was called,
Storm.
but it's
Storm.
Take My Breath by The Weeknd. His new album is really cool, and that song reminds me so much of Daft Punk that I almost wonder if they didn't quit music at all. It sounds like it sounds like they made that song for him. Like I turned it on and I was like, Daft Punk, is that you?
For me, it's probably Diamonds and Gold by Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Nope, it's a blues song.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, you're a
Awesome.
blues fan?
Hmm.
Nice.
Do you like Gary Clark Jr.?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So we can talk blues music. I love
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
I
Awesome.
love that. Tab Benoit. Do you like him? I love him.
Oh, Tab. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Someone who can talk blues with me.
And Joe
That's
Bonamassa.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool.
Ah, thanks, Rachel. Now I've got Doja Cat in my head.
Doja.
Yeah. What about you guys? Do you guys
Not a
have a
bad
song
thing.
stuck in your head right now?
Oh man. So I'm into Eurovision a lot, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And Ukraine right now has the best Eurovision song, and I hope they win because they should have won last year because their song was amazing, but their song this year is even better. Like we're
Ooh.
talking raps with like a traditional flute being played, techno.
Whoa.
It's a lot. So that's stuck in my head right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was before, but sincerely now it's Say So by Doja Cat. I can't. And the more I try not to think about it, the more it plays in my head. So that's what's going on now.
Well,
How about you, Jeff?
we listen to a lot of classic country here. So Okie from Muskogee played recently, and that's kind of been going through my head since, we're close, living in that
Right.
area. So
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Love it. Let's see. Do we have anything else down here?
there's a
And we
very
can skip-
important question from
Uh-oh.
Kyle James.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well, all right. We already know the answer, but go ahead.
I'm a
Alright.
pancakes person
Mhm.
myself. 100
That is-
out of 100
That
times.
is correct. And Christina?
It comes down to IHOP and Waffle House when I think of those two, so I go with pancakes too. Because if
Good
I'm hungry
choice,
in the
good
morning
choice.
and I see those two as the only open option, I'm gonna go into IHOP.
Fair enough.
And I mean, mine is 100% waffles. We're not even mainly because of chicken
Chris, I'm
and
sorry.
waffles.
Oh
Chicken and
yeah,
waffles.
chicken and waffles.
I mean, because it's
All
that's
right.
the best thing out there. I mean,
chicken and
Convenient.
pancakes sounds a little weird, I guess. You're
It
right.
does sound a
Yeah.
little weird.
Yeah.
Conveniently,
Soggy and
they forgot to put in French toast for a choice. I'm not sure why. But
Yeah. No, and do you remember like in the last meeting where we talked about this? Sorry to call you out, John, but our director of product, John Cleary, kept talking about crepes. And I just wanted to say, stop trying to make crepes happen. It's not going to happen.
That's not a
Was-
choice.
Gonna happen.
No, I love crepes.
Okay. All right.
I like all of them. Can I like all of them?
I will accept all form of breakfast carb.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
All
to be
right,
honest,
fair
I eat
enough.
everything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You have a lot of waffle support here.
Heck yeah.
that's unique.
see that.
Usually
Back
I'm
up.
I'm alone.
All right,
Not
let's ask
anymore.
one more. We'll ask one more question about the position, and then we'll just do a bunch of more fun
I
questions.
got to call
So-
out before you do that, though.
Yeah.
Train watcher Don, he knows what's up.
Well, Train Watcher Don, I hope you put in hashtag Roadhouse or some other reference, because otherwise, just for agreeing with Jeff doesn't mean you're going to get your name entered into our draft. Just saying. That's a good reminder. If you guys are watching, you want a chance to win the swag, just put hashtag Roadhouse in the comments section, or hashtag and any reference to the movie at all. Making it easy. Don't even have to actually answer a question this time. All right. So for our CCs, how about, all right. So based on what you guys have seen so far, and I know you haven't answered a lot of, live tickets, but are you seeing anything in particular? Are you noticing a specific, trend or a specific issue that customers have been submitting tickets for?
That's a tough one because it's only our second day really looking at real tickets. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I mean, a lot of them that I've seen so far are similar to the ones that we practiced when we were in training. A lot of them maybe about syncing accounts or things like that. I don't know if Austin or Christina, if you have anything more to say about that.
Not as of yet. Yeah, this is only our second day looking in like true live time customer tickets. So they're kind of all over the place. I'm not sure we have like a long enough sample time to see like what common threads are. But today I think there was a couple on like binding your account, just like simple how to get started things. So I don't know, maybe we have like a bunch of new customers.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah,
Same
this
thing with
is-
you, Austin. I mean, obviously, you guys haven't had much of a chance to see, a big variety, but
Yeah, really, I just have to say the same. I mean, we haven't really seen like all of our test tickets. We could go over those, and it's such a variety that there's not anything that would stick out as just common, because we kind of got a thorough understanding of everything. But in regards to actual tickets that we've seen so little that can't really make a good opinion on it.
Too soon to tell.
Mhm.
Too soon to tell.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, enough of the boring stuff. Andrea, got a fun one?
Let's see. Where's your favorite place to travel?
So I grew up in the Northeast, but every summer I'd spend at least a few weeks on the West Coast with my family. And it was always really beautiful out there. I'd go to Oregon mostly, and we'd go to Black Butte Ranch. We would, take a road trip down the coast. So I think probably, I don't know, the West Coast, which is kind of vague and broad, but that's my answer.
Nice.
All of my traveling for the past few years has been to visit various skate parks. Just use them as excuses to like meet people who I maybe have skated with previously in roller derby, and now we do like fun skating. And I think some of my favorite ones have been in not Fort Lauderdale, Lakeland, Florida, just outside
wow.
of Zephyr Hills, I think, or Tampa. That one is really, really cool. I think it's one of the largest and like most beautiful skate parks I've ever been to. But there's also one here in North Carolina out on the coast in Wilmington that's really, really fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I like to travel with ulterior motives. I'll bring my skates with me, and I'm like, okay, so we're going to try fun places to eat, and we're going to do this touristy thing, but where can I also skate?
It's a great excuse to go and see all the, different places. So
And it's also a fun way to like tap into a local community that like I wouldn't otherwise find, who could tell me like maybe cool places that they know about that travelers wouldn't know just passing through.
Hey,
Right.
how do
Meeting the
you
locals.
carry your skates around?
in a separate suitcase.
Don't you use that? Don't you have a special carrying bag now?
Ooh. Oh gosh, I don't have it with me. It's in the trunk of my car, which I don't have right now. But I have this beautiful canvas inventory lab tote bag that fits my skates just perfectly.
You too can have one of those as long as you put a comment in the hashtag Roadhouse.
It fits size
All right.
10 skates perfectly.
Sorry, Austin, I had to segue there a bit, but
No, you're fine.
Go ahead. I saw the opportunity, so I had to take it.
Hey, yeah, you got to jump on those opportunities. Now, my favorite place is probably I'd have to say Seattle. I spent a lot of time there traveling back and forth. I've got some family up there, and so I'd say that's probably just the Seattle area, the mountains up there, going out to the Cascades to see the mountain range and stuff. It's just so beautiful. I live in Arkansas, so there's not any big mountains down here. So it's nice to go out to the coast and see stuff like that.
So Sabrina and Austin both love the Pacific Northwest. Got it.
Nice.
Lots of love for the Pacific PNW. I love it.
Definitely.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Jeff's has thumbs up for that.
Definitely. All right, Sabrina, favorite book and or movie? Could be one, could be both, whatever.
My favorite book is Where the Crawdads Sing. I don't know if you've ever read it, but they're actually coming out with a movie pretty soon. So I'm really excited. I really hope the movie's good because, sometimes they really botch it and it ruins it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's my favorite book. I love the story. I love, I don't know if you guys have ever read that book, but this girl, she's basically racing herself, but starting at the age of 8. And it's just kind of about her story and how she overcomes all her obstacles. And I don't know, I just thought it was powerful and a really good read. So I recommend it.
Awesome.
What was the name again?
Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
Christina, same question.
Oh, so can I go with movie instead of book?
Absolutely. I know, because not everyone's a reader and not everybody's into movies. So I figured give people the option.
I do have some really nice books that I hold dear to my heart, but my favorite movie of all time is the original animated Alice in Wonderland. That is my all-time favorite movie, favorite Disney movie. I loved it so much as a kid that I watched the VHS to the point where the tape broke.
Oh my God.
Physically rewound it so many times that I broke the VHS.
Do you have any Alice in Wonderland tattoos?
I do. Can I show it? I don't know if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's PG.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
This is from the original illustrations.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's where she's
That is
opening the door to Wonderland right here.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is pretty cool.
And then my
I
friend
love
designed the frame that goes around it. It's like this little filigree. Kinda
Oh,
hard to see.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That is really, really
Super cool.
I love that.
That's so cool.
Awesome. All right, Austin, favorite book or movie or both?
I'm gonna have to go with probably movie. It's so tough. So tough. I don't know. Probably like Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
I love Forrest Gump.
Solid.
It never gets old. It
It
never
doesn't.
gets old.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
It's so great.
Tom Hanks for president.
And the memes
Still holds
continue
up.
today from that movie. See them all the time.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Good eye.
Thank you, Christina.
Mm,
I love that movie. Yeah.
me too.
Let's see. Do we have any other questions from the audience? Doesn't look like it, but
Meg's got a question.
oh yeah,
is-
Meg.
Oh, there you go.
What is your go-to snack when you're feeling hangry?
I don't know if it's a snack really, but I could eat pasta all day, every day. Like for every meal, I could eat it for breakfast. I just love it. Carbs.
Like we talking like salads too, like like pasta salad.
No, I'm more like, spaghetti and meatballs and shrimp scampi and even just like buttered noodles. I love it.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
beats buttered noodles with like
Yeah.
a little bit of garlic. And
Oh yeah, I love it.
so good.
Yeah.
I have a go-to struggle snack when I feel like I just need something in a hurry, but I don't have the energy to make full food. You know, those pressed rice cakes by Quaker, they're just like little
Yes.
biscuits.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
apple
I will
cinnamon
just
ones.
smother it with peanut butter. That's it.
That sounds good.
That sounds
Especially
really
if it's
good.
like just like the lightly salted kind, then it's real
Mhm.
nice.
Ooh, that sounds really
Very nice.
good.
Very nice.
My go-to snack's gonna be a bowl of cereal.
Oh, yeah.
Any
Fair.
specific type of cereal?
There's two that I buy in particular, and that's just regular Cheerios and Frosted Flakes.
Nice.
Classics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
They're probably older than you, Austin. In fact, I'm sure they are way
That's-
older.
It's possible.
No, I mean, yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely
they
are.
definitely are. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Nice. Come on, honey.
okay.
Oh yes, life cereal is also good. Good point, Meg.
Yeah, it is. Tell us one thing that it's on your bucket list, Sabrina.
To travel to every state, I would say. I have this thing where whenever I visit a new state, I like to go to a baseball game if I can.
Nice.
So I
Mm,
usually
good
add that
option.
in there. Like I took a road trip to Kentucky, and then on my way back, I stopped in Cincinnati for a Reds game. I went to when I was in Washington, I went to a Seattle Mariners game, even if the Mets are not playing. It's just something I kind of like to do. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring you to a Brewers game here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Brewers game. So
Yeah, we're gonna
that's
take you to
still
a
on the
Brewers
list.
game.
Okay, I'm excited.
That's what we're
And
gonna do.
I assume you've seen the Mets play at home too, having been a New Yorker and now being in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I worked for the Mets for a few years
Oh,
too.
that's
so
right.
Oh wow.
I've been to
Yeah.
like over 100 games, I'd say.
That's
Whoa.
amazing. That was
Yeah.
always my grandfather's team. You know, he always liked an underdog. It was never the Yankees. It was always the Mets.
Ah,
Yeah.
get out of here.
One of the years I worked there was one of the years they went to the World Series. So I actually got to go
Oh,
to Kansas
wow.
City and watch them
Wow.
lose, but it was still really fun. Yeah.
That's still
Yeah,
a
that's
once in a
so
lifetime
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever
fun.
been tailgating before, like before a game? Do you guys have that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
we-
when I was working, obviously. but
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Other places, sure.
So cool.
All right, Christina, bucket list.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, surprisingly, it's not anything hugely adventurous. I haven't had like true pets since I was a child, so I would just love to be at a place in life where I can like have a dog again.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
all. I'm not at a place where I can like trust myself to take care of a living thing that's not like a caged animal. Like I could do maybe like a reptile or like a hamster or something, but I'd love to be able to like take care of a dog again one day. I had this adorable unknown breed mutt for like my whole childhood, and she was the best thing ever. And she looked like someone mixed a beagle and a deer somehow.
Aww.
She had long legs but beagle body. She was very indiscernible, and I loved her very much. But I haven't had the opportunity to take care of pets either, just because of like apartment policies or just financial stability. And so I would love to be able to do that again someday.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, now you work from home, so now you
Yes.
have a little
Yes.
puppy.
I know. I keep getting asked that
Mhm.
since I recently moved into a house too. People are like, "So,
Oh.
dog, cat,
Right?
both?"
Right.
Maybe time, but yes, on the forecast.
You know what? The right animal will find its way into your life.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? It might even just be this stray that keeps sleeping under my car. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
That's sweet.
might be.
Time to bring it in the house.
Yeah.
It's yours now.
All right,
Um,
Austin, what's on your bucket list?
My biggest thing was to buy a house, and my wife and I just did that a couple months ago. So that was like,
Yay.
Yay.
All the new houses.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
thank you.
Nice.
So, but I mean, now I guess I think it would really be really cool to do one of those really long cruises and just hit a bunch of countries, except it's super expensive. So
Yeah, but
probably
that's why it's on the bucket list,
exactly.
right?
That's
You got
it's
the
a
whole
long,
rest of your life.
yeah.
Do
well,
it. So
well, we'll see.
I know.
We'll see about that.
The house, the kids. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
right.
know.
One
What
day.
whereabouts would you like to go on a cruise? Like the Caribbean, Europe? Where are we talking?
Like literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they have one that's an around the world one. I think it's Royal Caribbean that's putting it out, but it's like
Wow.
50,000 a ticket, and it's 280 days or 290 days, something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, you hit
So okay.
you hit like
Dang.
70 countries or something like that.
Wow. Well, that
So
sounds like a
that's-
trip for when the girls are all grown up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your life.
Yeah, I would not be doing that.
No.
No.
Absolutely not. All right. What else have we got, Andrea?
Let's see. What's something about you that might surprise people?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm kind of on the taller side. I don't know. Guess
How
you can't
tall?
tell. I'm 5'10", but with most of my shoes, I'm
Oh.
like 6 foot.
That
6
is
foot one.
tall. Cool.
Yeah, I like to wear a little heel.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be
Always.
tall. I'm not tall. I'm not short. I'm just average, but I would love to be tall.
I would love to be taller too. I
Right?
think I'm just average
Same.
height.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I'm not that tall, but I don't know.
That's tall for a
Couldn't
woman.
think of
Tall
anything
enough.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like me, where you've been like the same height since you were in like 6th grade, like 5th
Yes.
grade? Yep, same.
Middle school was not fun.
Yeah, 5'10" or 5'10", like 11-year-old. It's really
Yeah.
scary.
Whoa.
I know.
My teachers would be like, "Are you in the right class? Like, are you in the right school?" I'm like, yeah.
Hey, Andrea, when we went to New York for that conference, there's that picture where we're standing next to the leprechaun, and
Yep.
like I look so short next to everybody else, and I'm like, I'm not that short, but just
No,
compared to
you're
everybody else, I looked at.
Yep, I love that picture.
I know, me too. All right, Christina, something that would surprise. I mean, we already know about the roller derby, which is super cool.
I don't
And
know.
your tattoo.
I guess maybe that would be surprising if people have never like gotten to know me before. I don't really seem like a super aggressive person. I don't know. I grew up speaking sign language, but I've forgotten most of it. So I used to be fluent.
Oh,
I'm good.
very
Thank you,
cool.
Austin. It's nice to meet you.
My name. Wait. ANDRE.
Yep.
Yeah, good job.
I'm really slow at
AUSTIN.
that. Yeah.
Austin.
Nice. Good hand
Whoa.
placement.
Wow.
So now
I
we're
like
gonna
it.
tag
Learning something
Yeah.
about Andrea here too.
everybody. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Austin,
kinds of
besides the sign
surprises.
language,
Yeah, plain.
what would have surprised somebody about you?
It's tough. I don't have that many surprising things. I can play a few instruments. I guess that's kind of surprising.
What do you
Oh,
play?
cool.
Yeah, I can. I've been playing the guitar since I was 12, so 15 years. And
Wow.
basically anything that's a rhythm instrument. So I can play the piano a little bit. I wouldn't say that I'm like amazing at it, but I can read sheet music and figure it out.
Very
but
cool.
guitar or drums probably are the two main ones.
Nice.
Reading
if you wanna-
sheet music as an adult is invaluable, I think. Like still being able to read sheet music. I love it. Like
Yeah.
I love it. Just like being able to read something and all my friends are like, I took clarinet when I was in 7th grade. How do you still remember that? And I'm like, I just remember it.
But it's
Yeah.
just there. You just remember that this is this note, and that this, like you just have this stuck in your head. I guess it's never gonna
You know,
go.
Austin-
Forever.
That's cool.
I thought you were going to say your fantastic talent of dad jokes.
Oh man,
You know?
man, like the one yesterday. Should we fill Kim
Yeah.
in? Should we
Yes.
fill
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
Kim, what is the fastest liquid on the planet?
I don't want to even ask, but I don't know.
Milk. It's pasteurized before you see it.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Oh,
All right, so
Yeah.
it was nice
Terrible.
talking to you
Thank you,
guys.
everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, Chrissy's gone.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Chris is like, I gotta go. I'm out of here.
You have a tomato presented.
That's fine, Andy. That's fine. I'll see
You're getting
I'll
virtual
see myself
produce
out
thrown at you.
off the stage.
Oh, that's funny.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
So true. So true, Patrick. Thank you. Patrick always
All right.
coming in with the wisdom.
This might be the most important question you've ever answered. Just saying.
boy.
Sabrina, have you watched the 1989 classic film Roadhouse?
I have.
Yeah.
Not enough to quote the movie, but I did watch it and I did enjoy it.
Okay, what's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene. Well, every scene with Patrick Swayze is a good scene.
That's a good answer, by the way. That's an excellent answer.
So
I'll
would you
accept
say
that.
the scene where he's doing the Tai Chi like shirtless? That's a pretty good
Yeah.
scene, right?
Let's go with that.
Yeah,
Go
that's
with
a really
that.
good scene.
I think
All
I know
right.
which one is Andrea's. It involves
Which
a
one?
bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We-
It involves a bear.
And you and I, Jeff, probably have the same favorite scene. It's the the throat rip climax.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I
claw.
don't think it gets any better than that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. So, all right, Christina, no pressure. But have you seen this movie?
This would be the 1989 film directed by Rowdy Harrington. I'm certainly not looking this information up right now. That was on the Razzies 100 most enjoyably bad movies ever made list.
That is indeed, again, I take issue with the word bad, but yes. Very fun.
Unfortunately, no, I have not, but it has now been put on the top of my list.
There you go.
Okay, so
Good
I was gonna
answer.
say you need to go. You need to go
Okay.
now, and you need to go
Okay.
watch it. And just the
I'll
minute
report
this is
back
over, I'll let you
in
stay
exactly
till the end of the
114
show.
minutes.
All right, Austin. Have you
I've
seen it?
never seen it.
Oh,
Again, okay,
no.
homework assignment. I'm pretty sure Chrissy would be cool with this. You know what? You guys just need to go watch it. You need to
Mhm.
you need to experience it, and then we can discuss it afterwards.
Mhm.
So,
We'll get that taken care of.
all right, all
I'll show
right.
you.
I'm not going to pretend I'm not disappointed. I'm a little disappointed, but
Do we get months to watch it, or is this like we need to have it done by tomorrow?
no,
Yeah.
you can't go by Andrea.
No, not by me. Not by me. Don't
And
follow
you know
my
what? You know what,
lead.
John? It's going to be in the future. It's going to be a resume requirement. We're going to work that into the application questions.
Mm. Important
It is.
screening.
To stream it, it looks like it's on Showtime if you have Showtime. So
Okay.
Mm.
Yes,
I feel like
or
I
you
have
can
everything but shows.
Yeah,
Well, you really should just buy it.
you should right.
Yeah, it's only like
I bought it digitally on
$3.99.
Amazon, so
Yeah.
you can just own it, and then you can go back and watch it
Yeah.
over and over, and you will.
Train Watcher Don knows what's up again.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Did we miss anything? Let's see.
I don't think so.
I think we got them all.
Yeah.
Got to catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta
We
catch 'em
had
all.
a fun homework assignment our first week, or rather for me, because I had never seen the movie Wreck-It Ralph. That was used in our training as like
Oh,
an allegory to help us understand like the way an API works. Because like the characters would travel between the arcade games via
Yeah,
the little port.
yeah.
And that was used as a reference to help us understand that concept. And I was like, you know what? I've never seen that. That's my homework tonight. I'm gonna watch it.
That is
Oh, there you go.
fantastic. And did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I cried.
It's so good.
Aw.
It's so good.
I was unprepared for the level of feelings it gave me.
Right? It's like all the feels. And I still remember I don't even remember. It was like shortly after the movie came out on DVD. And we were traveling with my son, who at the time I think was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. And I remember after he watched it, he came up to me and said, "Mom, are you a hobo?"
No.
Oh, not a hobo.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
It was fantastic.
Oh my
It's a great
God.
moment.
that's what people used to call us when we told them we were full-time RVing. Oh, you're a hobo. No, we have a job. We have
Aw.
jobs. So we're We're nomads.
Nomad.
Nomad. Yeah, you're getting confused. Yeah.
Yeah. Big difference. Big
There's
difference.
difference between a vagrant and a,
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm
nomad.
we're not hitching a ride
Yeah.
on a car, on a rail car here. We're just
A vagabond.
vagabond. Yeah.
Yeah. We'd always tell them, be careful or we'll give you the Uncle Eddie or Cousin Eddie treatment,
That's an Eddie.
Oh man.
All
That's
right.
another great one.
No more questions. All
I
right.
think they think we're good.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite segment,
Is it though? Is it?
Kim's Corner.
Ooh.
Yay!
Kim's gonna
Yay,
give out
Kim's
some
Corner.
wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, my wisdom.
Yeah. What do you got today?
So, hi everyone. Welcome to another edition of Kim's Corner. So, in honor of our newest hires here with us today, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about my HR role here at IL and what I personally look for when I'm reviewing applications and resumes. So, if you've been watching us for a while, like all the way back to the beginning, or if you've taken a look at past episodes of the show, you may remember my first time on was actually as a guest talking specifically about HR and remote hiring. But since that was a long time ago, and since many or most of you probably didn't see it, I thought this would be a nice refresher, especially if you're someone who's looking for a new job with a company like ours. One thing that has definitely changed in the employment landscape over the past few years is, of course, the global pandemic. Before COVID, working from home wasn't as common, although as technology continued to change and evolve at such a rapid pace, it was definitely becoming more common than ever before. But then when everyone was staying at home because of COVID and kids were learning remotely, suddenly everyone was interested in finding a remote job. And it not only keeps people, away from offices or retail stores full of people and all their germs, it also allows people, real flexibility to truly balance their personal life and their responsibilities at work. Now, naturally, you guys know we hired Austin, Christina, and Sabrina pretty recently. And as the company continues to grow and thrive, we anticipate hiring more people in the future. So if you're wondering what I look for in a candidate, it usually comes down to three simple things: experience, voice, and attention to detail. So when I say experience, it's probably not difficult to imagine what I mean. But just keep in mind that experience doesn't always necessarily mean I'm looking for people with the exact same experience that the current job opening requires. So for example, let's say, you guys were talking about earlier about your former jobs and your former experiences. So let's say someone applies for the position of customer champion, and they may have experience on a remote team and answering tickets and working with some of the same apps and systems that we use. And that's always great. That's a huge plus. But I could look at a resume where they don't have that kind of specific experience and still think they're worth moving forward in the hiring process. Maybe like Austin, they came from a retail background, or some other kind of customer facing role. Or they have, other things I'm looking for, and they could be a potential candidate. Customer service comes in a lot of different forms. And what we're really looking for is someone who's used to dealing with people from all walks of life, someone who can stay calm under pressure, de-escalate situations where a customer isn't happy, and someone who picks things up and adapts quickly. And when we hire, we're really looking at a person's entire skill set to make sure they can perform the duties the position requires, even if they've never used the particular tools and resources that we utilize. Next, I look for someone's voice. By that, I mean a person's personality really shines through, whether it's in a well-written cover letter or their answers to the application questions. A resume can tell you where a person worked. It can tell you what skills they have and what kind of education they have, but it doesn't really tell you a whole lot more. So we want to make sure everyone we hire is going to be a good cultural fit as well as a proficient employee. Now, does that mean we're looking for people who all have the same personality, same interests, or the same life experiences? Absolutely not. We're a very small team, but we do pride ourselves on having a really amazing and diverse team. But you can't have true diversity if everybody has everything in common. And when you apply for a job, especially a remote job, you might be competing with hundreds, if not thousands of other applicants. And you really need to find ways to let your voice come through. And by the way, don't ever let anyone tell you that a cover letter is a waste of time. I can't tell you how many times I've moved an applicant through the hiring process based on their cover letter because without their unique voice, the resume might just look average or look a lot like the last 20 resumes I just looked at. The way to stand out is to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be funny. I mean, if you are funny, I mean, don't try to be funny if you're not. Allow a potential employer really to get a sense of who you are without writing a book. Because if your cover letter is too long or just kind of rambles on too much, the person reading it is going to get bored and move on. You want to use your words economically, but make sure they really pack a punch right from the start. And the last thing I look for is attention to detail. I've said it here before. I will say it again. If your resume, cover letter, or application answers are riddled with grammatical and spelling errors, you are not going to be considered a top candidate. I can't speak for other companies or other HR professionals, but in my opinion, if you can't be bothered to proofread your own work, why should I waste my time reading it, right? I need to know when you apply to our company, you really want the job. And one way to show that is to make sure you're submitting error-free documentation. Now, does that mean if I find a single mistake or even a few small errors, I'm going to disqualify you? No. I completely understand even the most careful people will sometimes miss something, but you would be amazed at the number of mistakes that I found in a single application. And I also want to make mention of the fact that the same standards don't necessarily apply to someone whose first language isn't English. If you are a native speaker and your application and resume contain a significantly higher number of mistakes than someone who's not a native English speaker, that really doesn't look good. So just remember, when you're applying for a job, especially a highly competitive job, make sure you're applying for a job where you can really use the skill set you have, make your voice be heard, let your personality come through on paper, and always proofread everything multiple times so that you're not only sure there are no spelling or grammatical mistakes, but also to be sure that if the employer is asking you to complete application questions the way IL does, that you've read and understood the directions thoroughly. And that's it for Kim's Corner this week.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay. But you know what? There is one thing about Kim's Corner from
What?
Train Watcher Don.
All right. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Nobody puts me in a corner. But you know what? I put myself in that corner. So
That's right.
but I appreciate the sentiment. I totally put myself in that corner. And that's okay, Don. We welcome.
I had to give Don one.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. You guys, any Swayze reference. It's totally cool. Yeah. I mean, we threw in some Roadhouse references a few times. So whether anyone caught them, we don't know, but we did it. Point Break, anyone?
There we go. Yep.
Point Break.
All right.
Same lady that did this thing. She does a Point Break one too. I was tempted. To get it, but
Ooh, you could have dueling posters. I mean, that would be amazing.
All right. So next segment we have is Books Keep Buzz.
Yeah. In case you guys aren't sick and tired of listening to me.
Never.
I just keep going and going. All right. So as far as our good friends over at Books Keep. So for today's Books Keep Buzz, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what Books Keep is and what they can do for e-commerce business owners. So Books Keep offers a multitude of programs, tools, and resources for e-commerce business owners, and they can tailor a program and approach for your business depending on the size and what your current needs are. They specialize in e-commerce bookkeeping, financial advising, and cash forecasting and management. They also developed the Profit First system, which helps people figure out where the cash flow is going and how to manage it all to maximize profits. They also specialize in Amazon accounting, which I think is invaluable, and know all the ins and outs of pulling and understanding your data from Seller Central, because I think most of you know that's not always the easiest thing. They're also highly versed in Shopify, as well as QuickBooks Online and Xero. And our good friend Cindy Thomason, who's the president of Books Keep and who we talk about a lot, and who's even joined us a few times on OpenLab, has written a book on the Profit First system called Profit First for E-commerce Sellers, which you can buy on Amazon, as well as her new book, which is geared toward mom entrepreneurs or mompreneurs, called Motherhood, Apple Pie, and All That Happy Horse Shit. And I never get tired of saying that title. And it's
awesome title.
I know, right?
I love it.
And that's also available on Amazon right now. It just got released earlier this month.
So we'll got
put those
released.
links. Yeah, exactly. I think it was May 9th or something. I don't know. It was
Just a
definitely
few days
earlier.
ago.
A few days ago, yeah. So it's ready to go now. And we can put all those links in the comments section if you want to check those out, as well as the link to the actual Books Keep website. Lots of great resources on there, including detailed explanations of how they can help your business, do-it-yourself tools, and some really informative blog posts and videos. So if you guys have a chance, go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, I was all set to share my screen and do all that, but of course Chrome decided to act up. It was just working, and now they say I need to restart to allow permissions. So
No.
anyway,
No.
No.
That's all right. I'll pop those links into the
man,
comments.
I'd give Chrome a thumbs down if I could.
Ooh.
Yeah. So anyway, I can't share your news either, Andrea. So
I know, yeah. So I'll just have to wing it.
Just wing it, man.
So Amazon
Wing it.
News.
Yeah, Amazon News. There's some pretty good stuff. The first article we have is Amazon continues legal actions to protect customers from fake reviews. So we all know what fake reviews are. You know, customers tell Amazon that product reviews are one of the most useful features in the store and a key reason why you enjoy shopping on Amazon. When you think about it, you look at the reviews before you buy something on Amazon, right? So recently, Amazon took legal action against major fake book review brokers, 5-Star Marketing, Matronex, and AppSally. So they're brokers, and they have stopped their fraudulent schemes targeting Amazon customers in the US, UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. And as a result, 350,000 people using their websites and willing to write fake and misleading product reviews are no longer incentivized to do so on Amazon. So these companies they'll hire people. And in this case, they said 350,000 people to make fake reviews on Amazon for items that they didn't actually buy, and just to boost their sales. So as a part of Amazon's continued effort to ensure a safe and trustworthy shopping experience, they're taking legal action against major fake reviewer Extreme Rebate. So that's another one. Extreme Rebate is based in Hong Kong, and it tries to push misleading reviews onto Amazon stores in the US, Europe, Japan, and Canada. Amazon filed lawsuits against them in the United States and Germany to shut them down and compel them to provide information about who hired them. So this information will allow Amazon to remove any resulting fake reviews that haven't already been detected and removed by their technology and proactive processes that constantly monitor their stores. So this is pretty big news. You know, getting rid of those fake reviews and everything. Pretty cool that they're doing that. It's a big problem. So yeah, that's it for that.
Of course, I'm muted. I usually sort when I'm looking on Amazon for the good reviews, but the last year or so, it's just been, those are worthless. So glad they're fighting this. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been super weird. I just don't like those fake reviews. It really turns me off to any product. And then our other news article, Amazon to contribute $10.6 million in loans, grants, and affordable housing to Cherry Oak Apartments in Nashville. This is in Tennessee. So Amazon will contribute $10.6 million in low-interest loans and grants to build or renovate more than 130 affordable units in East Nashville. They announced on Wednesday, so yesterday. The commitment includes a $7.1 million loan to the Metropolitan Development and Housing Agency for the construction of the Cherry Oak Apartments, which broke ground in East Nashville on Wednesday, so yesterday. So yeah, they're putting in a lot of money into Nashville housing, and it's nice that it's going to be affordable housing as well. So it's going to be mixed units. They're going to have people who are on the affordable residence, and then they also have it's going to be mixed income. It's going to be mixed income multifamily developments. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good deal. I hope it's good for Nashville, it sounds like. So yeah. I thought that was a pretty cool article. So
It is.
yeah. And they've been doing this since 2020 in Nashville, and they've committed about $94 million in loans and
Wow.
grants to affordable
Wow.
housing projects.
That's awesome.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we're at the top of the hour, so we should do the giveaway. So
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Well, I know we made you work a little bit by putting in a comment, but everybody that attended today, y'all get a swag box. So make sure special occasion, special edition. So, why not? So send us an email, support@inventorylab.com, and with your mailing address. And we've got a list of everybody that made a comment. And so we'll match those up and send you out your swag box.
Woohoo.
So
Yeah.
everybody's a winner. I had a great
Woo!
Oprah Giphy too, ready to share on my screen.
You get a
and
swag box, and you get a swag box.
of course, Chrome had to mess with me, so
Oh,
a little
man.
disappointed. But
Bummer.
well, thanks guys for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for
Yes.
having us.
It was
It was
Thank
fun.
you.
It wasn't
Yeah,
too bad,
super
right?
fun.
No, it's a
Yeah,
great
it's fun.
time.
Not too torturous.
Super painless.
And
Of course, Chrissy was keeping a very close eye on everything,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you guys did awesome.
As she should.
Yeah.
make sure you watch Roadhouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will.
That's your
Watch
homework,
Roadhouse.
Austin, Christina. Yes. And you know what, Christina? Just like Wreck-It Ralph, Roadhouse will make you cry too, for a different reason. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Keep the tissues
Yeah.
handy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin, it's support@inventorylab.com.
Yep. So just shoot us an email. All of you are winners today.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Everybody's a winner.
Winner. Chicken and waffle dinner.
Yeah.
I see what you
whoops.
did.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
All right,
So
guys.
we'll see you at the next one.
Sounds
See you in
good.
a couple
All right.
weeks.
Everybody have a